Now we will discuss about the value added course epigraphy. In this course, our topic is kinds of inscription. Before we enter into the topic, we must know what is epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. We can see the inscriptions on rocks, pillars, stones, metals, slabs, walls of buildings and body of temples. The written records engraved on hard and durable materials. Epigraphy is the primary source of historians. Epigraphy is one of the authentic source of the past. What is inscription? Inscriptions are the writings on stone, metal or some materials as an important historical source. This is the inscription on stone. This is the inscription on metal. This is the inscription on pillar. This is the inscription on hard material stone. Here we mentioned a list of kinds of inscriptions. They are literary inscription, social inscription, administrative inscription, political inscription, commemorative inscription, donative inscription, spurious inscription, religious inscription, eulogistic inscription. Next, we will discuss about the details of every kinds with examples. First one, literary inscription. Example of this kind are Kudumiyanmalai inscription, Punnyanadiswarar temple inscription, Nadaraja temple inscription. The musical inscription at Kudumiyanmalai by Maravarman Sundarapandiya II registering some settlements of a dispute. An inscription on the walls of the Punnyanadiswara temple at Thiruvidaivoyil registers 11 verses by Saint Thirugnana Sambandar in character of the 12th century. This is very important as it brings to light Padigam of verses of this saint. Next, Nadaraja temple in Chidambaram contains Sanskrit verses from Bharatanatyam Shastra describing 108 dance postures. They are in Grantha script, probably executed in the time of Koperinjinga. This is the Kudumiyanmalai musical inscription. The next one is Chidambaram temple inscription. In this picture, you can see the different dance postures of Bharatanatyam. Next kind is social inscription. Example of this kind are Brahmadeyam inscription and Uttaramerur inscription. Inscription also throw lights on social customs. For example, the Brahmadeyam inscription refers to the sati committed by the Queen of Rajendra Chola first. The Uttaramerur inscription of a Chola king, Parantaka first, gave a picture of the structure and the system of a local governing body at Chadurvedi Mangalam. This inscription explained the existence of local self-government. The Uttaramerur inscription of Parantaka Chola mentioning about the rules and regulations of conducting elections in the village. Next kind is administrative inscription. Example of this kind is edicts of Ashoka. Inscription belonging to this type is found among the edicts of Ashoka. They were written with an intention to bring the orders issued by the king among the citizens. This picture shows the edicts of Ashoka. The next kind is political inscription. Example of this kind is Tiruvahindirapuram stone inscription. The stone inscription from Tiruvahindirapuram in South Arcot district, inscribed during the 16th regnal year of Rajaraja III, is an example of this class. Koparunjinga imprisoned Rajaraja III at Sandamangalam, devasted the Chola country. On hearing this, Veera Narasimha, the Hoysala king, heard this. He appointed two of his generals, Appanna and Samutrakopaya, from his capital Dwarasamutram to punish Koparunjinga and reinstall the Chola king. The two generals killed many people, including Ceylon's king Parakramabahu, and struck terror in the hearts of the enemies. Koparunjinga surrendered to Veera Narasimha, restored the Chola emperor to power. This picture shows the Tiruvahindirapuram inscription. Next kind is commemorative inscription. Example of this kind is Ashoka pillar inscription. The commemorative inscription was intended to record a variety of significant events, including the birth and death of important personalities. The inscription of Ashoka, for example, describes how King Ashoka built a large stone wall and a stone pillar at Lord Buddha's birthplace many years after his coronation. This is the pillar of Ashoka. Next kind is donative inscription. Donative inscriptions generally refers to the donations of caves or buildings for monks' residence, as well as monetary donations to establish a permanent fund to feed Brahmins and other needy people, to light lamps in the temples. They also refer to the gift of land and villages to monasteries, educationists, institutions, and sometimes to the Brahmins. Donations of caves, stupas, images, land, villages, worship articles to the deity at a temple, and monetary donations are recorded in the copper plates. The copper plates contain details about ruling families, their achievements, victories, donations, and their period also. Next kind is spurious inscription. Some peoples forged documents to support their claims in order to enjoy certain rights to which they were not legally entitled. When compared to the original documents, such forgeries are very rare, because such documents cannot be easily incised without drawing people's attention. They are mostly found on copper plates and are rare on stones. Next kind is religious inscription. Example of this kind are again the inscription of Ashoka. This category includes Ashoka's inscription. They are engraved on rocks and pillars throughout India. They discuss Buddhist virtues such as kindness, forgiveness, and non-violence. Ashoka specified the fundamental and moral principles for the improvement of family life in his pillar edicts. Mercy, charity, truthfulness, and purity are the examples of moral principles. This picture depicts the rock edicts of Ashoka. Example of this kind is Allahabad pillar inscription and Kadigumba inscription of Karavela. This inscription mostly official and are used to praise the ruler's action. This inscription contain the names, ancestors, military, political, administrative, and achievements of current or past rulers. This is Kadigumba inscription. Finally, inscriptions have become a very authentic and trustworthy source of ancient Indian history. Apart from these inscriptions, memorial records, legal records, and welfare records are also played an important role in reconstructing ancient Indian history. Thank you.